Today's the day that I finish my book. I swear to God, to the Lord Jesus Christ, today's the day. But first, I need to get ready for the day because I have learned that if I don't get ready, then it doesn't feel like a real day and I don't accomplish things. So let's do that first. Ta-da! I've never done a transition like that before. Was it cringy? Let me know in the comments. All right, everyone, it is 8:17 in the morning and I am determined to finish my book today. It has been a long time coming and I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of procrastinating. I am tired of saying I'm close and not being close. So today is the day. I am currently finishing draft 2, which is a generous thing to call this because honestly, it's very different than draft 1. Draft 1 was completed in 2019, which at this point was 5 years ago. And it was entirely different. Everything has changed except for the main character and the setting, pretty much everything. So it's felt more like a draft 1, and it's been going. It's been slogging. I don't even know if that's the right word to put there, but I'm gonna say it. But you know what? There are 34 chapters plus an epilogue. Everything's plotted out. I am a couple hundred words away from finishing chapter 33. That means I have 1 chapter and an epilogue left. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Right? So it's 8:20 in the morning and I am going to finish chapter 33 right off the bat. I'm going to write a couple hundred words. It should be very fast. It's just like reflective thoughts. And then I'm going to go eat some breakfast and let my dog outside. Hey, by the way, I moved again. This is my new office. Don't judge my books too harshly. They're not color coded yet, which is something that I do. It's a work in progress. I'm procrastinating. It's time to write. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. I can do this. Do you feel the chaotic energy flowing? Because I do. It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, let's do it. I just broke my tripod. Literally just broke my tripod. Trying to fix it. Don't think I can. Don't mind me. All right, well, I broke my tripod. It's fine. I just broke the attachment where my phone goes. So if the rest of this vlog is janky, I apologize. If the angles get weird, I apologize. But we're not going to worry about that right now, and we're going to write a book. I propped it up to kind of, I mean, my phone looks like it's going to fall, but it's fine. So it's been about 10 minutes. I wrote a grand total of 40 words, but we're not letting the shame demons get us today. So, okay, I'm so freaking close. Okay, I've done the whole, oh, she realizes maybe they're not so different. I misjudged her. And now we just need to wrap the scene up with a little bow, which honestly should be 3 sentences. I did it. I finished chapter 33. That means I just have chapter 34 and the epilogue left. The epilogue is going to be like 4 paragraphs. I'm like getting emotional. Like I'm so relieved. Ooh. I'm actually getting emotional. When I finish this book, I'll probably sob. That wasn't so hard. It's a lie, it was really hard. But I can do hard things. Do you see the emotion in my eyes? Jeez. All right, up here you can see this draft right now. It's a total of 65,628 words. And I wrote 145 words today. We did it. Chapter 34. Semi-blank page. Let's do it. Because I'm still feeling the motivation and the high of just finishing a chapter, I think I'm going to start this one and then get to breakfast. My dog is being very patient. Just doing a little bathing in the sunlight this morning. Huh, Digby? Okay, it is now 5 minutes to 9 o'clock, and I have written 657 words today. Feeling pretty good about that. A huge chunk into chapter 34 already, but I found a good stopping point. I'm going to take the puppy outside and make some breakfast. So Digby and I went outside and just enjoyed some sunshine, and we played around a little bit in the dirt. I don't have grass yet. And then I made some breakfast, just some yogurt and granola, because, you know, limited food when you've just moved into a house. Brought that back to my office and watched a little bit of YouTube while I ate breakfast, to absolutely no one's surprise. Hello, so it's been a minute. It is now 11:25, so almost 11:30, and I've just been doing some normal errand type of things, home errands. You know, just things like I updated our budget tracker. I'm getting a new car, so I had to upload some insurance documents. I did read for about an hour, a little under an hour, a little more than halfway. It's good. It's not great, but it's good. And you know what? To me, books don't have to be great. I think everyone can have a different opinion of books. Some people think some books are fantastic that I don't like, and vice versa. Books are subjective, like any type of art. So there's my soapbox. I'm enjoying it, and that's enough for me. I'm wondering if I hype myself up by watching a YouTube video, which sometimes works if it's the right video, or if I just jump into writing. What I should do is just jump into writing. I know that. Okay, that's what I'll do. All right, fine. You convinced me. We'll jump in. Let's just do a tiny little baby sprint. We're gonna do 10 minutes. 10 minutes, and then if I feel like stopping, I can stop. Okay, it's been 16 minutes, so a little longer than the 10, but I got into the flow, so it's not a bad thing. I wrote 475 words in those 15 minutes. And it made a good chunk of progress here. Like, I'm definitely not mad at it. This is the final little he and she get together moment, and it's cute and it's sweet, and everything has been leading up to this, and it just makes me happy, you know? I'm getting emotional again. Like, these characters have lived in my brain for the past 5 years. And like, it just feels so good to finally get scenes that have been in my head for 5 years onto the page. And it's so frustrating that past me didn't do this sooner, but I'm trying to have grace for her, and I'm trying to just be thankful that this is the moment in history that I get to write this. It just feels good. It just feels right. And it's really important when these moments arrive to be thankful for them, because I feel like if I didn't stop and appreciate these moments, then I would forget about them in the long run. I think that's part of why I love making YouTube videos and specifically writing vlogs, even though I don't make a lot because they take a lot of work. I think that it's important for me to do these because I can remember moments like this, and I can look back and literally have the evidence, literally have the footage of these moments happening, and just be thankful. Good things come when you push through the hard things. That's something I've learned in every area of my life, and I think maybe I haven't learned it in writing yet. So if this is the moment that I learn it, then by golly, I hope I remember. Okay. Okay, I just finished the last chapter of this book, and I still have the epilogue to write, but I did it. I freaking did it. Oh my gosh. For anyone who cares about stats, that's what we're at. Okay, so good news is, I same day ordered the attachment for my tripod and it came in, so gotta love that. Only a couple hundred words, we're almost there. Whew, Comment down below if you've been on this whole journey with me from NaNoWriMo 2019, when I started writing this book, until now. There's probably a few of you. Wild to think it has been almost 5 years. Oh, nope. Don't think about that. I'll get emotional again. I am back on it. It is 6:09 p.m. I just hopped on Cody the Writer's live stream. So I am going to do this one last sprint, 25 minutes, and we're gonna finish this book. And I'm gonna cry. I already know I'm gonna cry, but let's do it. It's the prologue. This is the happily ever after scene, the what they're doing now scene. So I'm very excited. Let's do it. I think I'm about to finish it. Cody's live stream is over, but I only have like 2 sentences left. I'm sorry, Cody. I have to mute you. Okay. Mute Cody. Sorry, Cody. Did it. Not me crying over this footage while I'm trying to edit it. I can't explain how big a deal this is unless you've done it yourself, but ooh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to edit this video without crying, or even watch it without crying anytime I watch this in the future. Okay, back to it. I did it. I don't have the words. This book has taken me 5 years to finish. And I can't believe it's finally done. It's just incredible. I am so proud of myself. Oh, and Cody finished his book too. Oh, yay, Cody.
Happy for you, and I'm so happy you did it here on the stream. That makes me so happy.
Thanks, Cody.
If there is going to be a writing vlog where you talk about finishing the book, I am sat and ready for viewing it.
Well, you'll be in it, so.
Also, and you hit 500 subs on the channel recently.
I did.
All the congrats to Natalie.
Oh my gosh.
Natalie Jane Shields. Everyone go and subscribe to Natalie
Cody.
because she's really slaying.
Cody, you're so cute. Everybody's so sweet in the chat. It's not even my chat. This is literally Cody's, but thank you guys. You're so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna decompress and then we will share thoughts in a moment. Alright, so clearly I didn't film anything after that, except for my husband and I went to Disney on Ice that evening, and even though we'd already booked the tickets, I'm gonna call it a celebration for finishing my book. So yeah, that was great, that was fun. And then about a week later is when I come back to give you all my thoughts. I'm still deep in my feels about everything, but I wanted to wrap up and just give my overall thoughts on the process. I mentioned a handful of times in this video, but it took me 5 years to write this book. I started the very first draft in November of 2019 for NaNoWriMo. I wrote the first, I want to say 30,000 words or something in that range in NaNoWriMo 2019. And then played with it a little bit, like barely, by adding a few words over the next few weeks. And then in March 2020, obviously the lockdown happened and I had more time. So I worked on it a little bit more and I almost finished that draft. I think I got like maybe 80% of the way through that first draft and kind of realized it wasn't exactly working anymore. And that was when I put it on the back burner because I didn't think I was ready to write it. Obviously, COVID was hard for everyone. I'm not saying it wasn't. But I lost my job. I lost where I was living. I had to move home. I didn't end up finishing Wild Ivy at that time. And then about maybe a year and a half ago, possibly 2 years ago. So this would have been 2022. I figured out what was wrong, and it was that it wasn't the right story to tell. I had this central theme of freedom and choosing for yourself what you want, but that's not what the plot was reflecting, if that makes sense. So like the theme and the plot weren't mashing. I had a sudden burst of inspiration about exactly what needed to change, and so I started writing that in 2022. I don't remember what month. You can find it here on this channel. That's when I started doing writing vlogs again. Re-outlined everything chapter by chapter, figured out exactly what I was gonna do, and from there started writing this book. But obviously that took a little time to get through what I call draft 2. The whole plot changed, the love interest changed, it all changed, but I called it draft 2 because it came from the beginning idea. From there, I worked on it sporadically, kind of just whenever I felt like it. Not consistent. I would write a couple thousand words in a day and then not touch it for months. Not a conducive writing schedule to finish a book, I will say. January of 2024, I was jobless for a period of time. And I decided to shut up and do the dang thing. So I started writing this book again in earnest. I started this YouTube channel in earnest and actually putting in the work to see this thing happen. And then in March, I want to say, of 2024, I got a job. It was far away, and when I came home from work, I did not want to work on Wild Ivy, which was sad. So my husband and I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, which is where we are from, and I kind of decided with this major life change that I didn't want to wait anymore. This book was going to be done. So I just started pushing myself really hard, and exactly a week ago today, on October 2nd, I finished the book. You have now seen that footage. It's pretty emotional. I think it accurately shows how important this was to me. This is a book that means so much to me. I have written other books before, but the last time I finished a book, I was 18, maybe. I am now not 18. I am in my late 20s. So I think that this was needed to prove to myself that I can do this again. And this story is so special to me because I feel like the main character, her name is Ivy, she and I are the same soul in 2 different bodies in 2 different time periods. Obviously she's fictional and I'm not, but this story was so important to me because she's a reflection of myself and the things that I've had to learn over the past maybe 8 years, 10 years. And I'm just so excited that from here, she'll just get even more strong and her story will be even more poignant. And one day you guys will get to read it and you'll get to love her as much as I do. So that's a good transition to what happens next. The book is not done, right? This draft is done and hopefully much of the hard work is done. But from here, I have some major structural edits to make. There are things that I already know are not working that need to be changed in the plot. So I am heading into draft 3 soon. I have taken a week away. I have not looked at it. I have not touched it. But the thoughts have been ruminating and I've been taking notes as they come to me of things that I know I want to change. I have ordered a physical copy of my book. So excited to see it in print, even if it is a mess. It was supposed to have come in by now, but Office Max keeps delaying it for some reason, and I'm actually very frustrated. But the plan from here is I am going to read through the entire manuscript without writing anything in it, taking notes in a notepad as I go about things I know I need to change, and go front cover to back cover, read the whole book, and just get a whole picture of what it is that I have done and what I need to do. And then create this revision document of what needs to change and go from there. And honestly, I am so excited. I actually really love editing more than I love drafting, which you've literally never seen on this channel because it has been so long since I've done that part, but I'm very excited. I'm also going to make a whole other video about this, but I am going to be participating in a writing challenge for this last quarter of the year. As I mentioned before, National Novel Writing Month is no more. I mean, technically I think it is, but there's been too much controversy, and I am stepping away from that along with a lot of other authortubers. If you need more information, there's more out there, you can look it up. I have chosen to do the 100K in Q4 challenge. So that's literally writing 100,000 words in the last 3 months of the year. Which so far this year, I've only written like 60,000 words total in these past 8 months. So it's gonna be really hard, but I am intentionally choosing a hard challenge because I am on this high of finishing a book and I want to continue to operate at that level of being proud of myself and excited and pushing myself. So we're gonna try it. Am I gonna make it? Who knows? Probably not, but it's for the fun of it, right? It's for the fun of it and it's for the challenge, and if nothing else, I'm probably going to write more words than I was going to if I wasn't a part of a challenge, because that's who I am as a person. I am overjoyed to be done with this draft, and I am beyond blessed that you are here as a part of this journey. Whether you've been here the entire time or this is the first video that you've seen of mine, I'm so grateful. If you want to see this whole journey from NaNoWriMo 2019 to 100K in Q4 and finishing up Wild Ivy Draft 3, please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. In the meantime, I hope that all of your goals are going really well. Finish your books. You can do it. If you need encouragement, I'm always open in my comments or in my DMs on Instagram. You are awesome. I love you all. Bye.